What's up, everyone? It's your boy back with some more Factory Town. Jump straight back into it. So when we left off yesterday, happiness has been on the rise. People are happy. I needed to continue working on developing a strong red coin economy, but you can see I am running out of worker capacity, so I also need to work on unlocking this last base upgrade. I don't know if it's the last, not last base, next base upgrade. So for that we'll need a magic forge and we'll need to make some mana crystals. The problem with that is that I can't use regular workers to get mana crystals. So I need to either build one of the harvester drills, or I need to build a mine. Can mines harvest them? Let me find one to click on and find out. Mine, select recipe. They take blue coins, but that is fine because I have blue coins and I'm currently not spending them on anything, so I might as well do that. So there's some mana shards over here. Are there any that are close to coal, so then I can just have one mine get both? This meets that criteria. So let me drop down some stone, build a mine on it. Why can I? Oh, it can only be placed on terrain. Okay, let me raise the water. Block up. Okay, and that should be able to reach some of both, which is all I need. And then I'll have fuel and mana crystals. Okay. And then that needs to feed into a magic forge, which I do actually need to build a platform for. And I'll have 2 outputs. I don't know if mana shards can travel down chutes, so that will be something that I will discover. Magic forge. Make mana crystals. And there's a lot of stuff that, well, not a lot of stuff, there's some very interesting stuff that you can make using this. Okay. And then let me just have this feed into a whole bunch of barns, because I'm fairly confident that I will need these resources accessible. Okay. Buildings. No. Paths. Where? Honestly, I'll just use splitters. And I need filtered grabbers right here. Filter this one to mana shards. Where are they? Way down here. That's a mana crystal. Mana shard. And filter this one to... Interesting, there's like categories that you can separate it to, not even just filter any item. Wow. I wonder what items have... I guess you can mouse over an item to figure it out. Mine output. This is kind of neat. I didn't realize this factor. That's nice. Anyway, getting sidetracked to output coal. Actually back at the top, I think. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's see what happens. Alright, it's working. I guess that's what happens. Big shock there, I know. So after a while, I'll actually be able to build my base. I want to change this. Let me change this to mana crystals, since I feel like I'll be in a point where I have an essentially unlimited amount of gold. Okay, and yesterday when I left off, I had built these forges to make nails to satisfy the tools category, but let me look at a workshop and figure out if I can build a better tool. Check the economy tab first. Tools. 80% satisfied by a wood axe and will sell for red coins, which is what I'm looking for. So what do I need to build a wood axe? A wood axe is 1 plate and 1 iron plate, so that'd be pretty easy. It takes 2 seconds. So an iron plate takes 4 seconds. I guess I'll probably want to pause my setup right now. Oh, thank you for the host, Urban Neurosis. Okay, I can't really see what I'm doing here, unfortunately. I didn't set this up greatly. I like your beautiful snowflake that you've shown up with on my chat bar. Oh, what is... Okay, that's the output. Oops, that's an issue. Okay, so have those feeding to there, and I'll need to filter them into... How many workshops do I need? I didn't check that part. A wood axe requires 8 seconds. Jeez. Should almost delete one of these. And just only work with 1 forge, because I don't really have this output right now to worry about all of those people. Okay, and clear that, and the splitter. And I will leave this set up, even though it won't be feeding into anything, but that will allow me to expand later if I decide to. Okay, so coal. And the last one has to turn. I can just barely see what I'm doing, so I'm like hunched over trying to place the chute. Is that correct? That is correct. Okay. Alright, good. So, now let me throw down my forge again. Got this going. It's just 1 forge. Set it to iron plates, so I'll be producing 1 plate every 4 seconds, which means I can produce 2 axes. So I will need 2 workshops. Mouse pass there, way back at the top. Okay, so how do I want to set this up? I'll need nails. We're not doing it. I want that profit. I'm too much of a capitalist. I can't accept a loss leader. I have to be making a profit on everything. I need a forester as well. How many foresters will I need? Probably only 1, I would think. And throw down the workshops that I keep talking about placing, but not actually placing. 1 nail produced. That is true. Wait, it is? It's not 1 to 1? That's... It's telling me it only makes 1. Need to flatten this land. Pretty sure it's 4 out the door. It's occupied. I'm losing my mind. I need to build it right here. There's 2 wood axe, and just output from here. Conveyors. I don't know, I'm too skeptical, I'm sorry. You're probably right, but I want these axes. Plus they're worth 80%. And I can scale it up pretty easily as well. I do realize, obviously, it is not going to run it at nearly the same rate. I don't even need a grabber, what am I doing? Try setting up a mine near the iron and coal, just feeding into one. Okay, I'll set that up in a second. Get a splitter put here so I can evenly distribute the iron into that. Let me get this going and then I will set that up. Forester. Can go above that without running into anything, so I put the sawmill here, so I just need a forester there. And some trees, obviously. Lumber mill. Planks. Tree planter. Two workers. Yeah. Need to like delete this for a moment so I can actually see what I'm doing. It's gonna cause problems though. Alright, there we go. I have to like use a splitter even so that I or grabber here and splitter there. Okay. I actually have to use the I don't know, am I hitting that with this? No, this is fine. So this should work, or end up working. Trees. Okay. So I need 1 coal and 1 iron. This is a good place to get 1 coal and 1 iron. Set up the forge there, put nails. And this will be our man. Okay. Yeah, it's only outputting 1 nail per iron. It is going to output 4 nails per coal, but not per iron. Don't know why I'm making him work. Path out the door. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now. Alright, put that back. Build a little scaffold, I guess. Or build 4 paths. I mean, even if it ends up being wrong, it's like, gotta do things for science. And if I'm wrong, then perhaps I misinterpreted my my resource needs and my economy. But only spit out 1 nail. But I still have 3 fuel left. No worries, my friend. Everything in the name of science, it's okay. Speaking of which, am I still meeting capacity on this? I am. So these should be producing axes. They are. I should probably actually sell them. I'll have a better time if I do that. Can I go down and under? It looks like I can. So I will. Yeah, they are. You are right about that. They are still like a much easier source of early game tools. Speaking of like tools and resources, how are these guys doing? These planks are not cutting it because these planks are not flowing. It's because these are all backed up. Need additional ramps. Yeah, more lines. We need more lines. Right now I'm just gonna run 2 lines parallel and hope that that cuts it. Probably won't, but I'll give it a shot. Okay. Shoots for everyone. You gotta do the weird thing here where you line it up to all possible inputs. And put a splitter on it. Okay, hopefully the parallel lines will work. And we're getting more of a flow. And if I have to, I can also put 2 out of these, but that would require these to be backing up, which they don't seem to be. Of course, this splitter doesn't do anything because it's not pulling. So that's gonna be more difficult of a thing to fix. I'm just gonna end up backlogging this. Short circuit. Yeah. Honestly, I haven't seen it, but it sounds like a good quote. I'm gonna give you a slight insight into me, and that I will laugh at things I don't understand. I guess I can artificially split this by just having it go in each direction. I've heard of Short Circuit at least, I just haven't seen it, but I haven't seen a lot of movies. Okay, that there, and grabbers. Okay. Now hopefully we should see some better throughput. This looks a lot better already. What is this doing? Oh, it's feeding underneath. Okay, seems to be working except for this turn right here slowing everything down. Okay, so now it's going at full speed. Or as full speed as it's going to, I guess. It's better than it was. Alright, yeah, needs are being met now, so that's the important part. Okay, we're at 97 out of 100 mana crystals, 99. Now we can upgrade, get 5 new houses. And my next upgrade will take 100 stone. I'll have to get on the Netflix life. Is it on Netflix? I make a stone. I need, and probably need mana bricks and mana crystals and more fuel. So I just need stone bricks. You know what? I'm gonna buy this land. I haven't bought much land. There's a thing over here. It's a fire temple. Uses fire ether and mana crystals to output fire crystals. What do fire crystals do? HBO. What don't they do? I don't know, man. I don't know what they do in the first place. How's this going? Is this wildly stocked? I guess I'll build my houses real quick before I forget about it. Magma. Neat. That sounds pretty good. Oh no, my house is not in the correct spot. I've done it now. Fire rings. By your hesitation, that sounds like that's probably not the practical use for them. I see. Is there like a way to look up crafting recipes, or do you just kind of have to know which buildings to look at? Berry cake, someday. 50% production boost, that's pretty good. Yeah, here's a fire ring. Well, that's if you sell it. Okay. I don't think I have Enchanter yet. Or do I? No, I don't. I haven't done that research. I need mana powered. I think... Look at this. Oh, I should actually probably start completing research. Okay. Boards at a workshop, okay. So all these just have a small amount in them. So the issue on this is time, so I just need to build another forge. I'll build one forge this way that goes to my schools, and I'll build another forge that makes mana bricks. Okay. This will continue to make mana crystals. Get the shards, the other one will get the coal. I guess this one can get the coal if I maintain consistency of coal being on the left and shards being on the right. Should I attempt to produce... Boards are a good source of magic supplies. Reinforced planks, polished stones. Okay, yeah, that seems not that bad once you've got enough surplus workforce to do that. Should I make some effort to make berry pie to get purple coins, or is that probably more effort than I need to put into right now? Well, let's see, specialty goods store. I can probably make different things that will give me that. At this point, can't I? Where's my specialty goods store? I not unlock that yet. Should have that. Oh, specialty goods. Just never placed it. Berry cake is the ultimate item, so in other words, Ultimate as in the best, or ultimate as in like you do it at the end of the game for shits and giggles? Specialty goods. As soon as possible. Okay, so it does seem like something that's worth endeavoring towards. How many steps does it take? Let me see. Four berries, 2 sugar, jam, cake. Cake is pretty extensive. I know jam's also a little annoying, but it is the ultimate item. Presumably it's something I could work on not necessarily like, you know, I don't need to output one every 3 seconds. I can just make one assembly line that produces it as quickly as it can. I guess let me finish getting this research going, because I started on that and then got distracted. Struggling to click on what I need to click on. There we go, just go through all these trees and you can't see anything, but I'm building through it. I'll build another barn right here to catch all of these beautiful crystals. No, the potatoes. Okay. So perhaps not yet. Maybe. I don't know, man. You seem to know a lot about what needs to be done. I got all my practice from Minecraft mods, Tekkit, and whatnot before jumping into this game. Okay. I need to actually feed these into the school if I want to reap any rewards. Don't use the berries as well. Do apples... I know apples and pears are from... Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Don't double dip on your farm, because you'll need it for what it does. And use the foresters to get the other stuff. Make a berry farm. Yeah. I guess I'll have to look at the production rate of everything. Because I know... Where's a forester I can click on? Forester. Appears that it harvests apples and pears at the same rate that these guys harvest berries. But a tree has a lot more. Yeah, butter seems like it's going to be annoying, because I was going to use that for dairy in the town, even just because it's worth red coins, but I don't know about that. Okay, these are... Ah. Okay. If you feed into the side of the building, you'll have a lot better than if you feed into the output. this point, I'm not meeting need. So I guess I will build a second mine. Oops. Butter, eggs, and flour. Yeah, I can imagine I'm going to need, because what, this... Even the stew farm was a nightmare as far as space, and now because production is so much higher than it was due to happiness, I'm already like... Everything's backed up because I don't have enough lines. But that being said, what, my people can't eat it fast enough. Can't see. Oh yeah, I can't see lanes. I can see. I was able to look at the. I was able to look at the whispers of the screenshots the other day, but I can't see them while actually streaming. This doesn't reach the coal. Yeah, that's fine. Just borrow coal from this one. So, I think I want one forge that's actually taking crystals, or I guess I could have multiple forges taking the crystals. Or one to make the crystal, one to make the brick. Alright, and I'll check it out after the stream. Set that to coal. Set this to mana shards. Okay, so this will be outputting. It's gonna take 10 seconds. How long did the brick take? Brick takes 10 seconds as well, so I guess it doesn't really end up mattering. Oops, that deleted the input. Beef stew. Yeah, one kitchen should be fine just because there's so much, it takes so much time. And like with the beef stew, what I was trying to optimize it, so I technically doubled up on everything. But then at this point, it's kind of useless. I underestimated the impact of additional output. Okay. How's this gonna work? This should be fine. I think. If it's not fine, I'll make it fine. So now I need to actually output the crystals. Okay. It's good to hear. Tools, flatten down, flatten this area, and build some barns. That tree's in the way. copy the same system over here. And then we'll be able to have bricks. Bricks. The chutes, I like them, but they seem to get really unstable, because if they ever back up once, then they seem to back up until they stay backed up until there's like a point where they're not running anything. It's like, what, how's this? This is actually basically at capacity now, I think, looking at everything. They might need to get one more line out, if at all possible, but seems relatively stable. How's this doing? These are all full. Well, all of the barns are full, but the whole system is not full. Ah, interesting. People have consumed every stone in this mine except for this last one, which has 3 rocks left in it. But my people are all blocked by each other. Almost forgot about these guys. I'll need to get this set up with an artificial mine. Should probably sell the excess as well. What's going on here? This is broken. So I wonder how full this has been, or if it hasn't been full. Seems to be okay now. What did I do to this? Okay, so that system's back online the way it's supposed to be. And delete all these guys. In fact, delete this whole setup mostly. Why are you guys running around? There's nothing for you to do. I've got all the space to work with, now that I've destroyed all of its natural resources. That's the capitalist way. Okay, so I need a mine and, well, maybe a couple mines. Yeah, maybe a couple mines. Buildings, stonemason. I only need 1 stonemason. No, I need 2 stonemasons. Okay, I do it. Now I want to feed these in. I'll just have 2 of them, and then I can have 1 feed over, 1 feed under, and then they won't bump into each other as much. Let me scoot these over by 1 more space so that there's enough room to get them in. And I'm not running into the barn. I'll just use 1 chute from the output. So I know that this I'll have issues with from the plank front before I have issues from the stone front. Need a lot of mines to fulfill this need. It's like 8 mines, isn't it? It's kinda ridiculous. Perhaps I don't care about scaling it that much. Plus I should build these above wherever I build the mines. Yeah, I'll do 4, and that should be sufficient. That'll feed 1 stonemason. to throw down a bunch of stones. I do love just painting with rocks. Something satisfying about how they get placed, though. I forgot that my backlog is still using this terrible old system that takes forever to restock. But I guess if they can still pull from depleted nodes, it doesn't really need to have a lot. Won't end up having to worry about that. Stonemason here. And that can feed directly in to the machine shop. And these guys. I should definitely feed these directly. Nice train network today. I haven't even tried messing with minecarts yet. How do they work? Is that like, do they synergize with the package, or do you need the larger vehicles? Loops feeding loops. Of course, this is going way faster than it normally will. So it's depleted everything. They pass by outputs and instantly take. Oh, instant. I like that word. It's a good word. Crazy fast if you load them with carts. Might have to try that at some point. Especially later down the line with like get really high throughput needs. Won't be able to use the resource fast enough. Yeah. So this is going to be a long ways off, but I want to rig this so that once I eventually fill up all of my inventory, I'll be selling the excess. Can't go that way. Pusher, so I have to go this way and kind of around probably, and go right, I guess. Okay, I can leave it unpaused because that'll do what it's supposed to do. Where's my general store? Back over here. Using a rail network to get goods to your shops would be nice. Yes, you know what? That could be fun to do. Just set up one. Like what? The wagon wheels, for instance. Pretty sure these are limited by the throughput. Have any consumption lines back up yet? I know juice is being produced at a much higher rate than I can use it. Would building a second food market solve that, or does it not work that way? I don't even know how I'm not getting a backup on the wagon wheels, because there's just an endless stream of them going into here. Okay, so it wouldn't really solve the issue then. I'm gonna set this to bricks for now. Okay, I see what you're saying. Zero mana bricks. Did I not finish setting that system up, or did I mess it up somewhere down the line? Ah, I never finished setting it up. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I know what I get what you're saying now. This. So yeah, like right now they're drinking juice and it's gonna take them 8 seconds, and then they'll probably eat some meat or something. Yep. And it seems like the different foods take different amounts of time. That's interesting to note. Because certain things they can consume at different rates. Although I guess you wouldn't. That would take some experimenting to figure out what's worth what, wouldn't it? Or is it more straightforward than that? I think I only need 1 mine to produce enough brick, because it takes 10 seconds, and then I'll need 2. And these carrots are in my way. I don't want to delete them because they're nice carrots, they didn't do anything wrong. As long as the bars are green at the top, people are satisfied. I guess that's true as well. They're mostly satisfied on the categories I'm providing. I should put these chutes and just put my stonemason closer to these buildings. Stonemason, throw that there. Stone bricks. I can use chutes from these buildings. I guess I will delete the carrots then. Goodbye, carrots. Base level 10, 100 houses. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think you're definitely gonna be right about that, because I've got a lot of lines that are backed up just by the rate of assembly lines. The cloth conveyors can't push the items fast enough. They're doing a silo. I only need 1 silo, I don't need 2 silos. Okay. Now we should start actually seeing these bricks get made. And once I get 100 of them, I can upgrade my base again. No, I do definitely need to, that should be honestly on my forefront, is retrofitting the shop to make metal conveyors, because right now it is just making the cloth conveyors. And then selling them. Okay, so what does it take to make a cloth conveyor? Not cloth, metal conveyor. It needs a machine shop, doesn't it? Which you just said, so I probably should have known that. 2 gears. 1 gear takes... Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be a lengthy process, I am noticing. I want to make them at any reasonable rate. So in reality, I can probably still keep selling these, because I only produce one every however many seconds. And it's slowed down by the rate of these guys who are just consuming every rock on the face of the planet. I forgot about that. Forgot that this is all completely manual, this stone setup over here. Which I guess would explain why I have so many wooden wagon wheels that are left over. Are these working? Because these seem to be kind of messed up. I guess they're working more or less. This is a choke point. I think that's not gonna fix it, is it? That's full. Alright, both of these are full. It's producing too many wagon wheels. To get this line converted, so I need to take iron, get it up there, and do stuff with it. Which means honestly I should stop this whole system. I'll let these guys continue doing what they're doing until they've destroyed everything, but build a custom line specifically for the conveyor assembly factory. Ah, yes, the floating silo. Oops. Cut a hole through my supports. Oh no, the whole thing's gonna fall down. Alright. I guess I'll keep this up here for now. Okay, so I guess ideally I would want to have my machines producing enough parts to make one every 4 seconds, although in reality I don't know how realistic it's going to be to produce that many. To flatten out some terrain again. I need a stonemason. I'm gonna need 4 mines feeding it. So that it'll be producing it at the same rate that this is producing things. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Beautiful, there's a earth temple here. I can do earth related things. Can carve out this whole mountain. There's some iron right here. Necklaces. Earth necklaces. What else is in and around here? Some water stone. This earthstone? This is earthstone. Okay, there's some here. Oh, there's a ton right here. Necklaces. made at the enchanter as well. Oh, and that'll get the 20 purple coins. I like that quantity of purple coins. Okay. Oh, I need my mines to be on flat ground, so I guess I'll have to build that. How much do I need? 1, 2, 3. So I can build mines. That just gets stone. They'll pipe their stone up to a stonemason, and then we will go from there. I guess I should pause it because they're going to gather things I don't want them to gather. I don't even know why I put the land where I put it, because it's not the ideal way to utilize it all. Take advantage of the hill and have chutes delivering raw resources down to the forge. That's probably a good idea, because there is iron up here, so I can just pipe the iron, and it looks... There's some coal on the other side, although that might not be as easy to utilize. Well, there's coal on the hill right here too as well, so yeah, I can just build a bunch of mines around this and some mines around here and shoot everything down the hill. Why is this not? Oh, there's one little bump right there. Okay. So I want these to only collect stone. Okay. Now they need some stone to collect. Spot. Mine is artificial and looks terrible. Oh no. I have to wait for all these stones to go through all their little chutes, because I built this in a stupid way. Yeah, whatever. I'll make it better in the future. Okay, so this is backed up. Why is this backed up? Because this doesn't have enough fuel. Why does this not have enough fuel? Because this cannot output enough fuel fast enough. This can't reach. So I'm going to cheat. And just place some coal next to it so it'll be active. Oh wow, this can get coal now. Amazing. Delete that splitter, delete this. Okay, now we'll start seeing mana bricks. It's not cheating, I harvested, yeah. It's relocating. I don't know, I feel like that's just like a... I get the sneaking suspicion that that's like an early access solution to a problem that I would imagine in the future they will... I feel like they'll either dial that back or make it a little more prohibitive. Not unlocked yet, don't tell me that I can't copy that rock. Nice, beautiful mine that almost looks natural if you don't look too hard at it. Oh yeah, those rocks at the top of the hill, beautiful. Oh yeah, I can't delete them because they're actual resources. Okay, now I'll put the stonemason. Then I need to actually get all of the resources up to it. I always always scroll past it every single time. Okay, stone bricks. So there and one there. I guess probably more than one. Uh-oh. Oh no. Factory Town has encountered an error and must close. Shit, when was my last autosave? Alright. Load. Autosave. Load. So what did we lose? Seems like it was pretty recent, so that's good. Yeah, I didn't really lose much at all. Thank the Lord. Okay, back to what we were doing. I guess I could reasonably make the stonemason lower to the ground so that it's easier to get resources from the mines into it. 3, 2, 1, and that last block that I can't actually click on will be the scaffold that I need to build from. There you go. No, I can't because the mine is there. Okay, so I guess I can't make it that much lower. Hometown, gigantic pile of coal. Downtown, all the factories get their coal from. Been there your entire life. Made a pile of coal for the locals. Mason, throw it down. Built to make bricks. That will be all good. Now I just have to actually feed it resources. Trees are gonna cause some issues because I would like to build there, but it is going to be hard to click. Alright. So, silos. There's one silo there and a chute. Grabber. That's not a grabber, there's a building. And do this. So there's one line. Can do the same thing right here. No, I can't. Do it right here. grabber. And a shoot. Probably just feed to these two. They'll eventually, yeah, this will get its life figured out and that'll be fine. I always say that, but in this case I do think it will actually be fine. And I don't have to change as much this time around if it ends up not being fine. Because it's going to fill up right now, but once the nodes get depleted it'll slow back down. Okay, so now this is self-sufficient. These guys are going to keep collecting all of the stone in the universe, which is fine, I guess. Now I need iron, which I have, but I have to do something with it. I feel like I'm probably going to want to change this setup from what it currently has in it. So I want to offload everything it's got in it right now, so I have it for the purposes of building. Then I want to keep it there, so once I'm done, I can actually just use the same infrastructure for the metal conveyors. So I need 3 barns to offload everything it has in it. I did not place enough scaffold. I don't know where I got the idea that that was enough scaffold for 3 barns. Okay. To be one further over so I can use the grabber. Okay, so this will output its inventory shortly. In the meantime, I'll just keep building. Well, I can actually upgrade my base again, so let's do that. House max increased by 10. What do I need next? 20 crowns and 20 necklaces. But first, I get to add another layer onto my city. One, two, three, four. I guess now that I think about it, I'm not going to like unlock any more special buildings to sell things to my town, because I have all of the categories covered at this point, don't I? Yeah. I don't have to worry about that when it comes to building the town. Built this too tall. I have. It's all 1 block too tall. Alright, there you go. So hard to see what I'm doing with all these coin pop-ups. Game's just like, please, why are you wasting your resources like this? That's the sound of the scaffolding. Oh gosh, that was a bad joke and even worse execution. I am sorry. Oh man, I'm like reeling after that amazing display. Okay, upgrade all of these. And then we'll finally be able to have even more people and nothing can stop us. And my assembly lines are going to go even faster. And the game autosaves, so if it crashes again, we'll be fine. Okay. Well, now I've got the 3-level town, 3-level high town. Got 404 not found workers. And I've gotten distracted with what I was doing. How are these? Are they done offloading? I'm not. Still have quite a bit left. I'm actually utilizing my wagon wheels now that it's running at full capacity. But this one is not able to make it to the line. So let me build it over top of its friend. And just duplicate the design, but 2 blocks in the air. And now we should see results. I need to fix this whole setup, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not quite meeting that potential yet. Oh man, it took my mana crystals off my hotbar, whatever. Okay, so let me put down a machine shop in just a random spot so I can figure out. Actually, you know what? No, it's not going to be a random spot. It's going to be right outside my workshop. My workshop is going to output directly into it. This will be the official machine shop that actually has the honor of producing the metal conveyors. The rest will all just be pawns in its diabolical scheme, since they'll be making gears. But in the meantime, I will... That's not what I... Okay, eventually I'll press the correct button. There we go. Metal conveyor belt. 12 seconds. So I actually need 3 machine shops if I want to produce metal conveyor belts at the same rate that I am making my cloth conveyors. This is relatively close to unloaded. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do then is build this line as the natural output from the machine shops, but then build the input line from the cloth conveyors above it. No, I can't afford to build this. I don't have enough planks. I don't have enough planks. Why is this going so slowly? I need more nails. Why don't I have enough nails? Because I only have one forge that is making nails. That'll do it. Okay. So I can probably design this so I can squeeze it in there. Nails. Forges at the base of the other two, receiving coal and iron from up the hill, siloing the iron to the other machine shops. Yes. I guess I'm confused. So, like, underneath the machine shops? Oh yeah, I still can't build it. Same issue as before. Or, okay. Alright, yeah. Forges making iron bars and gears. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. That's probably a good idea. Probably the correct course of action. So you want to save it for more trees? No, I don't. I think they'll be okay for now. I mean, I say that, but they are using a lot of it. It should be fine. You need a lot of forges. Okay. And scaffold. What? Oh, that's facing the wrong direction. It's gonna have a hard time completing. Half will go that way. Half again. So at the end of the day, this will only be receiving 1/4 of the throughput, but I think that's still better than the current setup. It's working. I mean, that one's full, so. Okay. Let me finish what I was doing over here with the nails before I forget about it like everything else. Okay. And coal. Okay, so now I should start seeing some more planks go through, since I'll actually be producing... No, the issue is not the actual rate of production of nails, although it might be once I get this done. It's that oh, it's that the cloth conveyor is not fast enough. Will give me 1/4. Did I do my math wrong? Back over. I'm presuming you're talking about these guys. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now. The distribution of these guys doesn't. Of course, why do I always do this? I want like a single line because it reduces footprint, but I don't need to do that. I can very easily just make 3 separate lines and then we'll have relatively equal distribution. And it will save a lot of... it'll reduce problems substantially. Have to have 3 different outputs, and then I don't have to worry about distributing it properly. Okay. Now it should work. And then back to the nail situation. Need to feed out of the barn. And let's use another silo, so I've got an extra thing. Get a grabber, build scaffold over top of this, repair my line. Okay, now I should start seeing a more accurate representation of the actual throughput of the machine. If even, I'm still not producing them. Man. That's like crazy, but also obnoxious at the same time. And then this is running out of iron plates. It's not producing them fast enough. Because this is not outputting fast enough. I need a second line. We need more iron. Okay, that'll hopefully speed things up. This will be closer to meeting its demand, so I can do that with a grabber. Well, I guess I can't because it's still a matter of production. Okay, whatever. I'll ignore this for now. It is not that important. Look at all these little guys just running around. Okay, so the 3 shops need 6 gears in... I guess I don't need 6 gears in 4 seconds. I need 6 gears in 12 seconds, so I only need 2 gears in 4 seconds. But I guess, how long does it take to make a gear? It takes 10 seconds. So I need 3 shops making gears, so I can have 1 shop per machine shop making gears. That is simple enough. Of course I have like... How tall is the actual bounding box for this? Much smaller than the actual shape of the thing. But of course I have set this up in a way. Okay. I do think it's a little funny that despite being a substantially larger model, it has the same hitbox as the, or bounding box as the other buildings. but it is convenient. I guess I'll offset these a little bit. And use silos to get it up there. Okay. 1 silo, 2 silos, 3 silos. These are not right height. What did I do? What did I mess up? I mean, I can put these machine shops on scaffold, I think, and then that'll give me the 1 extra block of height I need. Quit clipping through the ground, you're ruining my immersion. This is where I live, in the void space below the earth, so I'm sorry, but I just get a little homesick and I need to go back to my mole world. You know, hollow earth theory and whatnot. Okay, so that is correct. The Matrix, indeed. It's not just a black background with green text, it's actually just a blue void. Oh no, I have to sneeze. Ah. Okay, now this should work. Wait, no, I need to raise these up by 1. Time is at 3:30. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this done before I should reasonably get off, but I'd like to at least get these hooked up. Come on, there we go. Okay, so now I just need to produce a ton of iron. I do think I will wait until tomorrow to do that. Thank you for all of the help again, Universe. Thank you for, who was your friend? It was Urban Neurosis for the host and bringing you all here. And EST, yes, it is. No, I am actually from Michigan. I didn't want to give it away, but when we were talking about fish ladders and you said that we have those in Michigan as well, I got really excited. But I'll see you guys around tomorrow, and I will check the whisper that you sent me as well. Until next time, see you guys.